Hi guys, welcome to Learning, Growing and Becoming. My name is Nontuthuko, but you guys can call me Nontu, and I am very happy to be doing this live thing with you. I know I have been MIA and I can explain. So I decided to enroll for my honors in psychology with a 9 to 5 and a side hustle, guys. It hasn't been easy. I've been wanting to shoot. I miss shooting so much, and it kind of hurts that I can't shoot as often as I would want to, or as often as I used to before. I actually miss sitting down and recording YouTube videos, but because of time, I haven't been able to do so. But I decided to squeeze this video in because I promised to deliver one for one of our viewers. So this comes from my experience. Please note, this is my experience. This is what I chose to do. This is what I see working for me at the moment. And yeah, do your own research, check how your institutions do things. I'm gonna link the video to Speak Vatomi. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Speak Vatomi has a video that explains the differences between doing psychology and social work, so I'm not gonna go into that. One of my viewers asked me how they can switch to social work while doing their psychology. But I can share with you guys how I managed to do both at the same time. I was enrolled for a BA General, and then when it was time to choose my subjects or my modules, I chose all psychology modules, and then I also chose all social work modules. When I say all psychology modules, I mean from first year up until third year, which includes research that you start doing in your second year. So I had psychology first and second semester from first year until third year. And then from the second year, I enrolled and did research, social research, I think. I had research, which is a module related to psychology, which I started doing from second year. It's only one semester second year, and one semester third year. And then for social work, I took up also social work modules. I've explained how you get into social work and the selection process in one of my videos, so please do check that one out. So first year, I took up all social work modules, which include a social work practical module from first, second, third, and even in my final year. The reason why I say it would most probably be impossible for one to switch to social work while doing psychology is because of the social work practical module. I'm sure the other modules you could add up and whatever, but with social work, there's those practical modules that you take from first year up until the final year. And also, guys, remember, there's that selection process. So if you still haven't picked your modules, you still haven't enrolled for university, and you're having a hard time deciding if you'd want to do your social work or you'd want to do psychology, I would advise that you take up both modules related to both courses from the start, from your first year. And then I've also heard people asking me what I would advise a person to take between social work and psychology. Now my personal experience comes in. I definitely am relieved that I took up social work as well. The first reason is because you do not practice with your 3-year degree in psychology. You do not get to practice with your honors in psychology. You can only be recognized as a psychologist when you've done your master's. So if you're a person who may struggle with funding for studying up until those years, which may add up to 7 years, even more, you may have an issue. So what I did, and I'm relieved that I actually went that route, is that I did my social work and then majored in psychology, which afforded me the opportunity to be able to pay for my own fees. So going that route, since I was funded by NSFAS, which only funds your first degree, worked for me. So NSFAS paid for my 4 years in social work, and then from there, I got a job and I get to pay for my studies while I study. One reason why I would recommend someone to have social work if you are eager to still be working with people but still do your psychology is the journey it takes to actually become a psychologist. there's selection processes, and they pick a selected number of people from honors. So to be able to enroll or be admitted to do your psychology honors is a mission. I've seen people, watched videos of people whose journey took longer than they thought it would. So you could pace it out in your head and think that, okay, I'm going to do my 3-year degree and then apply for honors. After honors, I'm going to go straight into masters. But it does not work like that for some other people. You may have to take a gap year because you haven't been accepted into any varsity for you to further your studies in your honors psychology. Okay, get in that year. The following year, you may be lucky. But also when it gets to masters, the selection process again is a tough one. And most people don't instantly get into masters, so you may have to take a gap year again. So if you have your social work and you're fortunate enough to get employed during that time, it doesn't feel like a long or tedious process because you are working with people still on the side. You are getting the experience, and when the time does come for you to enroll now with your psychology, it will become better. It won't feel like you're stuck. You won't feel like you're now at home doing nothing at all. I hope I'm not rambling and I'm making perfect sense. I don't want to recommend anything to anyone, but this is truly my experience. This is how it happened with me, like I said earlier on. And I would advise anyone actually who wants to pursue their psychology to be smart about their majors, get something else on the side that could increase your chances of actually getting employed, because a lot of people end up getting depressed. And we've also seen conversations going around on Twitter about how some people are actually even saying that a psychology degree or going into psychology is a tedious process and it's a waste of time. Apparently, psychology is considered as one of the most useless courses to pursue. But we can never really tell people what they should be doing with their lives. If you feel in your heart, if you have made up your mind that that's the space that you see yourself in and you want to be pursuing it, be smart about it. Be smart about your majors. If you pair it with social work, it could work really well for you because then you will be opened up to a different approach, if I could put it like that, a different approach to working with people. What has been exciting for me since I am enrolled for my psychology honors, the content makes perfect sense with the social work background. Because remember, your 3-year degree, you don't really get the practical experience to things. So it's just the theory. And Nakona, I could say it's just introductory theory. It only gets intense as you go into your honors. That's when you get exposed to practicing. That's when you have to engage in voluntary experiences and all of that. So if you already have a social work background, it becomes easy to navigate it. To navigate your honors. I'm not saying it's simple. It just becomes easier. I enjoy the content that I do in psychology more because I can relate it to real life practical experiences. I can relate the content or the theory that I engage in my psychology honors with the work I do practically. I envision my clients while I go through the content. So it's very exciting. It's fun. Another thing, people will say, no, go do social work because your chances of employment are better or whatever. But let's be honest, guys, truly, employment in South Africa is high. I've seen a lot of social workers complaining that they're not employed, and social workers who are employed want better employment opportunities. Our journeys will never be the same. So don't go into social work telling yourself that, oh, I'm going to get a job quicker. Our journeys are not the same, but at least you have practical experience, unlike with your 3-year degree only in psychology, because you cannot really do much with it. I think I have answered the viewer's question. If you do have any other questions, please do comment on the section below. I do want to, because I've also seen some other comments in the other videos. I do want to engage and I do want to record videos, but because of time, I'm a little strained and but I will try my best. I'm so happy. I'm relieved that I forced myself to try and shoot this one, and I hope it was informative for you guys. So I'll just try and summarize it. If you are going to go into psychology, be smart about your major. So the only way for it to work is to have all social work modules together with all psychology modules. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope it's going to be sometime soon, and until then, bye.